Samanta Chakravaleso Atra Gachantu Devata Sabdhammang Nirajanta Sunantu Sagga Mokkada Dhammasavana Kalo Yang Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Yang Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta Namo Tase Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tase Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tase Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Yani kani ca bhikkave kurani bhogesu mantatam pattani nachiratiti kani bhavanti sabbani tani chatuittani ete sangva anyatarena katamehi chaturi. Dear brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, very good morning to you all. Today, I selected a discourse from Anguttara Nikaya. It is called Kula Sutta. This is a very short discourse, but it says a lot about the society. And this is not a discourse related to the philosophy of the Buddha. It has a very close connection with the sociological aspect of Buddhism. It means that Buddha has given lot of opinions about the way how to build a strong social background following the teaching of the Buddha. There are so many discourses related to the sociology of Buddhism. From the beginning, we are familiar with the Maha Sutta. It says a lot about the society. It says that we should associate with good friends, not with bad friends. It says that we should find a suitable place to settle down, and then it says that we should look after our parents, and then we should respect our spiritual masters. So on, there are 32 conditions. Completely we can build a very beautiful society if we follow the Maha Sutta. It is only one discourse. So on, there are so many discourses. You are familiar with the Sutta. It says about 6 groups of the society. Under this discourse, we can see we are all in those categories. There are very special duties for us to practice being a member of the society. And then if we go to Parabhava Sutta, it says what are the causes for our downfall situation, and then same way when we study the Kula Sutta, we can see who are the bad friends and how to be very good members of the society, so on. Even Vyaggapada Sutta, if we take, we can study how to build a very strong economical background around us, so on. There are so many such discourses. Buddha has seen everything, and he has that enlightenment. Because of that we say that he is the Buddha. The same way, when we study Kula Sutta, we can find that Buddha has explained us why, as members of the family, I have difficulties time by time. If you want to know about that, Kula Sutta is very important. If you have problems, difficulties, if you want solution for your family affairs, please go through the Kula Sutta. It is very important. Kula Sutta is in the Anguttara Nikaya. So we should go through them. And again, this Kula Sutta has been preached by the Buddha not only once, thrice he has explained about Kula Sutta. So there are 3 Kula Suttas. When we study Kula Sutta, we should follow these 3 discourses. So I recited the first part of one of the discourses. Under that, Buddha has announced that there are 5 reasons why we get difficulties in our families. There are 5 reasons. We build a very good family life. We come to a very successful situation economically. We become very rich. We get prosperity. All others, they look at us. We are proud of that. But all of suddenly, we come across some difficulties. Then we have problems. When we have problems, sometimes we cannot recognize them why they are. Here Buddha has mentioned why such situations appear in our families. Buddha has explained the reason for that. Very simple, but very meaningful. What are the reasons for that? So Buddha says, when we don't care about things, when we lose them in the family, suddenly we have lost something in the family, but we don't care about it. Buddha says, if you don't think about your income or your property when you lose them, that is wrong. You see, as the enlightened one, he has studied very well about the family background. Sometimes we people are very busy in the life. No time to think about our bankruptcy. No time. Automatically it happens. Then we don't find a way to come back to that situation, early situation. We just neglect it. But Buddha said, that is wrong. If you have lost something in your property, you should try to collect again what you have lost. It's a very good advice. So when we have a proper family situation, sometimes we neglect it when we lose something. We don't think again to bring them back. That means we should come to the same economical situation. Buddha mentioned that it is wrong. If you don't care about that, we should find out a way, and we should find out the means to come to the same level again. It is our duty as family members. So Buddha mentioned it. We should do so. Otherwise we cannot come to that level one day or other. We cannot. At the same time we should be ready to bring that level again. That is number one. And the number two, it is they don't repair things that have gotten old. Some people, when we have something dilapidated, for instance, our house day by day become dilapidated, and then what we should do? We should do a kind of repairing. That is what here we do in the temple, the building construction. We should renew it. So it is a reconstruction. It must be done to come to a certain level, just like in the past what we had. Same level. We have to protect it. So very good example. Reconstruction of the hall in our temple. Then some people ask, why you want to repair it, why you want to upgrade it, it is a very strong building. So on, some people can criticize. Others can say, according to the Kula Sutta, Buddha has mentioned, when something is very old, we should not let it to be old. We should renew it. We should bring it back to the present situation. So Buddha has advised us to do so. Whatever the things we have, we should not neglect them as gotten old. We should make them new. We should give a new look to them. So it has a very good meaning. So if we don't do so, that is another reason to get our poor situation or unpleasant situation. So that's the second thing. And then there is a third reason why it happens. It says they are immoderate in consuming food and drink. Yes, this is very good. People, when they take food, there is no limit sometimes. Here in this society we can see it. People should have a kind of limit with their food and drink. It means mindfulness with our food and drink, without a limit. If we use our property or money or whatever we have, then we don't know, we lose everything. There should be a limit for our eating and drinking. So it is very important. Even Buddha mentioned about that. There should be a system to have food. Sometimes, whenever we have a lot of money, we don't have a system. All the time try to go to a restaurant or somewhere and ask others to join and distribute food and ask them to enjoy. Don't care about the qualities or quantities or nothing. Because they have. When they have, without any limit, they take food and drink. Finally, they lose everything. So Buddha found out the reason why. So that is the fourth reason. These are very common topics, but Buddha has seen them all. And then Buddha mentioned about the fourth reason. Yeah, that is the third reason, this is the fourth reason. It is, they place, this is very important, our people, when we have a very well settled company or something like that, according to the present situation, some kind of firm or company or business, now it is under progress. So we are very proud of it. But sometime, suddenly it will go down. Then Buddha has mentioned the reason for that. What is the reason for that? The reason is, if we appoint a lazy woman to handle this firm, a lazy woman. So this is very important when we discuss about a lazy woman if we appoint. That means one of the ladies who is very weak in her management side. Only she can enjoy with the people in the company. Buddha has explained like that. Then it is a reason for the downfall of that company. See, even in the past, there was such situation. That's why Buddha has seen in this way. And that's why Buddha has explained in this way. We should be very careful. When we have a successful business with us, if we want to appoint a lady, so that lady must be very clean and neat about her duties and responsibilities. So it is very important. Today we know that there are many ladies are handling many companies, firms. So they have received a special kind of training. If they don't have that training, they cannot handle them. Then they go down. So Buddha has seen it. And the last one is also again about a kind of business. Buddha mentioned, a man of no virtue or principles in the position of authority. That is also Buddha has mentioned here. No good qualities with him. We appoint somebody as the manager of the company. We appoint somebody as the director of our firm. But if he is with lack of virtue or qualities as a manager or chairman of the company, then he cannot handle it, then it will be bankrupt. So these are the reasons Buddha mentioned about this. conditions. We have to be careful about them when we build our family property or our companies or our business. Finally, to have a well settled family planning. This discourse is very useful. So this Kula Sutta says like that. So that is one of the parts of the Kula Sutta. And then we go to another second part of Kula Sutta. It is related to another incident happened during the Buddha's time. It has happened at the village called Nalanda. Nalanda is very familiar with us. Nalanda is famous for the old university in the world. Nalanda had the first university of the world. 7th century AD. It was the first university of the world. Before that, during the Buddha's time, it was a very successful village with agriculture. And Buddha used to walk around many villages with his own followers. About 45 years. That is what Buddha has done. He went from village to village, city to city, state to state, by walking on foot with his own followers. Sometimes 500 followers, sometimes more than 1,000 followers went with the Buddha. Very beautiful scene. When Buddha was walking along the road, some others also came to join with him. Why they came? Because of the external beauty of the group. Special kind of walking, special kind of talking, special kind of begging for alms, a special voice of the Buddha. And when they were in that area, there was a very special atmosphere around them. Environment fully changed. Why all of them were around the Buddha and his disciples? Because they were all enlightened ones. They are not like us. They were enlightened ones. What is the difference between worldly people and enlightened ones? We should realize and we should recognize the difference. It is because Arahant, enlightened one, Buddha, and all other disciples, they are free from defilements. In Pali we say, free from klesas, kilesa. When somebody is free from defilements, that means no sensual pleasure, no sexual pleasure, no anger, no jealousy, no prejudice. When somebody is with all these qualities, they are very far from us. Internally, when they have such qualities internally, externally others can see them. That is why when Buddha was somewhere, the environment was fully changed. The atmosphere in that village or town or somewhere, something very special. Worldly people surprised to see. They also joined with the followers of the Buddha to listen to the Buddha. And they also became, at the end, arahants. That is the way the mission of the Buddha so strong in those days. And then he went to Nalanda village. Nalanda village was somewhat different. By that time, at that village or in that area, there was a famine. No enough food, no enough water. People were with full of suffering. Anyway, while walking from village to village, Buddha did not avoid going to that village. Buddha wanted to go there. Why Buddha wanted to go there? To bless them people in the village. So this is again a question for us. How come can Buddha bless when we are full of suffering? It is very sure for us. Once when Vaishali was affected with famine, Buddha went to that village, city, and asked Venerable Ananda to chant Ratana Sutta. After chanting Ratana Sutta, Buddha asked Venerable Ananda to sprinkle water. It means Venerable Ananda chanted Ratana Sutta holding the bowl of water. And at the same time, Buddha asked him to sprinkle water to ward off all kind of problems, difficulties, invisible powers. We have that energy with us. That is why Buddha went to Nalanda. Now, the Buddha and his disciples are in that village. People were not happy to see Buddha there. We are with full of suffering. How we can welcome the Buddha? Welcome means Buddha is coming to our village, then we have to give food. Can we do it? Now we are under famine. So here and there people were talking about that situation. There was a village headman. He also had this question with him, how to help him. Then he went to his master. He was a follower of Nigantanada Putta. That means Jaina Mahavir, Jainism. He was a follower of Jainism. It means in those days, Jainism was very strong. Because there are many stories like that. And then this headman of the village went to the master of him and asked, you see, master, Sakyamuni Gautama has come to our village. We are in a trouble. While we are in a trouble, how to welcome him? Then this Jaina master got an opportunity to create an unnecessary situation between Buddha and village headman. He said, yes, you are correct. Yeah, now you should go to the Buddha and ask, if you are an enlightened one, if you are with all kind of power, omnipotent power, didn't you see the situation in our village? Why you all the way came here? Like that. He asked to put the question. I don't respect you. You don't know anything about the situation of village. How we can say that you are the Buddha? Likewise. Then Niganthanatha Putta's follower made that question and asked village headman to go to the Buddha and put this question to him. So village headman went to the Buddha and respected first to the Buddha, and then he asked, Venerable Sir, I have a question now. Our village affected with the famine. People are full of suffering. People are not happy. People are in a trouble. Did you come to this village to see them all and to be happy having seen them? Are you not a Buddha? I think you are not an enlightened one. Frankly, he was telling like that. Yes, in front of the Buddha, anybody can say anything. Freedom is there. Buddha was quiet for a short time and then said, Yes, village headman, your questions are correct from your side, but from my side, this is not the question. It is not the question. People in the village, have you ever heard, after giving some food to an ascetic, they have become poor? Where is such an incident? He is asking like that. When a person gives some food to a recluse, ascetic or sage, has he become poor? Can you tell me any such an incident in your lifetime? Somewhere far away from this village, long ago, any story? If you don't have any story in this age, beyond that, so many eons ago, have you ever heard such a story? After offering some food to a recluse, or an ascetic, or a sage, or a bhikkhu, anybody can be a poor person? Then he said, No, sir, it cannot be happen. Then why you ask this question from me? You are asking me that I have come to see the poverty of your people because of offering food to me and to my followers. Can it be happen? No, sir, it cannot be happen. Yes, but dear friend, do you like to know what are the reasons for such a situation? Why this kind of famine is around you all? What are the reasons? There are 8 reasons. Buddha said. In a village, if you have such a situation, in a state, if there is such a situation, in a country, if we have such a situation, there are 8 kind of reasons. Please study them. So in this way, Buddha made comfortable that person. He was a young man, village head, intelligent. He was very quiet and settled down to listen to the Buddha. Then Buddha went on telling about the 8 reasons. What is the first reason? First reason is because of a careless ruler. If the ruler is not very careful about his governing system doing lot of illegal activities, bribery and some other illegal things. For instance, king or prime minister or governor, if he is with lot of such things, then the country, state or the village will go down. If the ruler, king, prime minister, minister or the village head is very successful, if he is very honest, then we can enjoy the flourishing of the country. Finally, we can say economical situation is very high in our country. You can see Singapore is very strong because the governing system is always very stable. We know the neighbor countries are always like earthquakes time by time. Yes, it is Buddha has mentioned here. So, to have a famine or something like that, one of the main reasons is the duties of the governor, king, president, prime minister, minister or somebody else. So Buddha explained like that. That is the number one. Then what is the number two? Buddha said that when a virtuous persons are not respected in the society. So, holy people, respectable ones, we don't respect properly. It means we are not honest. When we do so, the country or the place or the state will go down. No power with it. Because qualities as human beings we don't cultivate. So the development of the country, development of the village will disappear soon. So it is also very meaningful. Why? Why we don't respect such virtuous people? Because we are not honest. We don't practice good qualities within us. We are with some kind of bad behavior. When we have such situations in our society, so the country will disappear its good qualities. No better economical situation, no progress, no reputation, everything will disappear. So that is the second reason. So it is very meaningful, we can accept it. Yes, that is there. So Buddha explained. Then after third reason, what is the third reason? He said that the refutes the words of Buddha as he is so powerful. Yes. Then Buddha mentioned that people, they don't follow the teaching of the religious masters. Buddha did not say that we should follow only the Buddha. Buddha didn't say. Buddha mentioned that we should follow a religious master and we should practice all the teachings of the master. So this is a problem in the society, in the world. We have so many religions in the modern society. So many religions. Can you say that all those religious people are practicing their own master? No. All of them, they don't practice their own religious teaching. Religion is somewhere, practice is something else. What has happened? People just want to enjoy their life in one way. In other way, people want to create their own power to be the superior one. Then they don't respect their own religion. Otherwise, all the religious teachings are very beautiful in the world. All these religions are for the betterment of human beings. But we have neglected all the teaching. Main religions are Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, and Buddhism. There are some other religions like Jews, Sikhism, so on, and then in China, Taoism. All these religious teachings, when we study them, we can see they have their wonderful teachings. Their masters have come to this world to help people. What happened? They accepted at the beginning their teachings. Finally, they made use those religious teachings to create a kind of superior qualities for themselves. Then they neglected the master or master's teaching. So Buddha has seen it. Buddha said, then famine comes to you because you are not virtuous. So it happens like that. And then Buddha mentioned that Buddha with a large community of monks wandering onto around Nalanda, and then you are criticizing. And the Buddha mentioned, though you are criticizing them, Buddha and Buddha's followers, it is not a matter. Suddenly if you get a flood, country will disappear. It is not a matter of arrival of Buddha. Buddha just came while walking along the road to see you all. If flood comes to you, it is not because of me. These are natural disasters. So then the famine will come to you. You cannot blame to any ascetic because of that. It is exactly correct. You know, last 10 years before, 11 years before, Sri Lanka, we had a disaster. We were very happy in those days. Flourish in the country. Suddenly, tsunami affected. Within few minutes, 40,000 people died. Lot of disaster. And country became completely upset. Governor or parliament or king were fully upset. They all how to come again to the proper situation. Luckily, other countries supported. Otherwise, it was a very bad disaster. So disaster or famine comes because of such natural reasons. You cannot blame to any religious master. It is exactly correct. And then Buddha mentioned that not only this flood, even something like sudden kind of attack given by thieves. Thieves come to the village. By force, they take things from you. Then you will lose everything suddenly, all of suddenly. Then nobody is there to help you. nobody is there to help you. So it is also there. So then it is not a matter with the religious master or recluse or sage or the Buddha. It happens like this. When the society is not a proper way, when the society is not a proper way, when the economical situation is very poor, thieves come to this society. Why thieves are there? Economical situation is not in a balanced system. Not in a balanced system. When we don't have that balanced system economically in the society, then thieves come to this world and disturb us. So we have to be careful about that. All the time we should have to keep our economical situation in a balanced level. Otherwise thieves come to this world and they destroy everything. So these are the real reasons. So Buddha has seen them, explained like that. And not only that, even yes, treasure, our stock market is not in a proper level of handling. If you cannot handle it properly, then the country will disappear its reputation. It means it is also under economical situation. If we don't handle them properly, our treasure, we have to keep in safe without doing any damage to it. So treasurer has to do them all. In a family or in the government or in the country or any in a firm, we have to appoint a suitable treasurer to look after them. Otherwise, prosperity will go away from us. So Buddha pointed out it. And then another reason, it is very common, mismanagement of the country. Management is very poor. He cannot do proper management, we say like that. When we have such criticisms, it says that country or our state or our society, we can say that it is not in a stable condition. Then it is a reason to have famine. So Buddha mentioned like that. And then another reason, this is very important. We normally say in a family, we have in a family about 5 to 6 children. In the past we had. Even today we have children in our families. Unfortunately, in a family, sometimes a child is very unlucky. Have you ever heard such situation? We say normally, after the birth of the second child, they became very poor. We say like that. We say. So Buddha has seen it. Buddha has mentioned that because of such a person, in a country, in the royal family, if you have a prince or princess with such a poor condition, then country will affect. Country will go to be with such difficulties. Famine will come in a country when we have such a prince or princess or like that person. So now we can see it very openly, even with our families. Sometimes we say, after marriage of our son, my family is not beautiful. Some people say like that. So complaint is against the wife. Sometimes after starting the business, my son is not successful. Then that complaint against his step taken for that business. And again we say, after coming to this place to settle down, we are not successful. Such situations are there. Even in the past, Buddha has seen such situations. So we should be lucky to be free from such things. So Buddha mentioned that all these reasons are there behind disasters, famine or some other problem when you have in the society. So Buddha so on explain all the 8 reasons. And then the village headman was so happy. He said, Venerable sir, before I came to you, I was in a dark place, in a dark cave. When you explain them all, I am in a beautiful cave with wonderful lightning. I have seen everything properly. I can understand your teaching. I can see the reason for why the famine affected our village. So dear, the most venerable Gautama Buddha, please bless our village to get rid from this suffering. We are full of suffering. So with the help of your blessing, may we be able to come down, get back proper success. So Buddha accepted. Of course, village headman, I will do it. I am here for that purpose. And Buddha blessed him. Famine was no more in the village Nalanda. So here it is also about a kind of family's progress or village progress, or it is about the development of the state or country. So it is very useful for our day-to-day life. We can apply them, we can understand. So it is very clear, very simple. We can understand them. Then after, what we should do? We should apply them to our day-to-day life. So that is the very important thing. So this is under the second Kula Sutta. First, second and then third. Again, under the same name, Kula Sutta, Buddha has mentioned about the settlement of families, how to do it. It is with another background. One day, Buddha went to a village, and then one of the village men came to the Buddha and asked, Venerable sir, can you say me the reasons how somebody can be very successful in his life? Normally, when we see people, we can hear that they are very often saying that I am not successful nowadays, I am not happy nowadays, I cannot say that I am free from all kind of problems, I have difficulties. So on, they complain about themselves. So likewise, one day when Buddha was in a village man came to Buddha and asked, "Can you explain us how to be successful in our village?" So Buddha took this point to explain about the way how to welcome religious masters. It is mainly because in this village people were not respecting religious people, including the Buddha. People were not ready to welcome them. So Buddha wanted to change their mental environment. So Buddha decided to say them how to cultivate this moral behavior, because respecting religious masters is a very special moral quality. Buddhists should respect to the Buddha's followers, not only that, even to other religious masters they should respect. Christians also, Hindus, they should not criticize others, religious masters. For instance, this is a Hindu village. So Hindu followers, Hindus, they only respect their own Hindu clergies. If Christian father comes, they don't respect. According to Buddhist teaching, that is wrong. They are all religious masters. We should respect them. It is not necessary to follow them, but still we should respect them. So Buddha found out this situation in a village. So then Buddha said, "My dear friend, I will explain you how to be successful in your life. You please listen to me." He was very happy. Then he sat in front of the Buddha, and Buddha started to say one by one that there are 5 reasons. So you please study them thoroughly and apply to your life. Practice them. Then you will be successful. He was very interesting about this teaching. He was listening to the Buddha. Then Buddha said, "When a virtuous person approaches a family, the people rise up to greet him." Religious master comes to a family. Then the family members must greet him, welcome him. In India, when we go to a house, very beautiful word they use to welcome us. It is in Hindi, it is called Padariye Bhante. Means please come in. In English we say please come in. How to say it is in Chinese way. In a polite way to welcome a clergy. Please come in. We have Chinese way. Same, eh? How to say it? Yes. Okay, later you can say me. Eh? In Hindi, very beautiful. Padariye Bhante. Padar. That is, please come in, Venerable Sir. So in that way, we should respect all the religious masters. They become very happy. It is very sure, even animals are very happy when we address them friendly. Even animals, when we talk to them very friendly, they are also very happy. So same way to the religious master, we should give that welcome. Then that welcome comes from the bottom of our heart. Then we get a kind of relaxation. Then it is the way to get success in our daily life. So Buddha mentioned like that. Then that it is the number 1. Give warm welcome to clergies. And then second one, when a virtuous person approaches a family, the people, yes, without lazy, offer something what they have. Please accept our preparation, at least a cup of tea. May I prepare a cup of tea for you? And offer it. Because of that hospitality within you, it gives you a very strong energy to you. We should do it. We should practice such things. That's the second thing. And then, number 3, when a virtuous person who has gone forth approaches a family, the mind of the people on seeing him become very bright. Having seen a religious master, if I become very happy, oh, today morning, early in the morning, I got the opportunity to see a religious master. So nice. I should have that kind of mentality. So it is very important. In the society, we have different concepts. If early in the morning we see a religious master, it is no good for us. They say like that. Early in the morning we should see a dato. Then we are very happy because he is a rich man. If we see a clergy one, we are not happy. But Buddha mentioned in another way. If you see a clergy, a virtuous person early in the morning, you should be very happy. Brightness. When you have that brightness within you, you are very successful in your day-to-day life. So we have to understand it. And that is the third one. And then Buddha mentioned about the fourth one. It is further approaching the virtuous person. That means a virtuous person comes to your house. Then you arrange a seat, a chair to him and ask, please be seated there. With respect. And then say, please let me know something about your teaching. That means listening to the Dhamma. Please let me know something from your teaching. I want to listen to you. Then that clergy is ready to give us Dhamma talk. And then he will become very comfortable. After listening to the Dhamma, what we want to earn? Normally listening to Dhamma is the way to receive merits. What is the meaning of merits? Merits, if you have already collected merits after listening to the Dhamma, you should not be uncomfortable. Remember please, after participating for a dana, if you are uncomfortable, then you are not successful. After observing precept on a full moon day, in the end, if you are not comfortable, then you are not successful. After practicing meditation 7 days under Buddhist Mahavihar, you have such programs. Then after that program, if you are not comfortable, so you are not successful. After listening to the Dhamma talk, when you go out from this hall, if you are not comfortable, it means you are not successful. So for what we cultivate merits? To become comfortable. That is our aim. So Buddha said, a clergy comes into your house and listen to the Dhamma, then you are very successful. You should be very successful. So that is the fourth reason. And then on the occasion when a virtuous person who has gone forth, people share with him friendship. That's another thing. That means cultivating metta with the religious master. May all beings be well and happy in the world. In this way, we have to cultivate friendliness. Not only between the virtuous person and the listener, both of them should join with the beings in this universe to cultivate friendliness. Friendliness, when we cultivate, there is no limit. Friendship has a limit. Friendship. When we have friendship, we have a limit between we two. That is the friendship. But friendliness, when we cultivate under meditation of metta, no end, it goes up to the universal level. So we should have it. When we meet a clergy, a virtuous person, we should cultivate. So in this way, Buddha explained how to handle all these things as members of the society, as a member of a family, as a member of the state, as a citizen of the country. For all of them, these teachings are very useful. So, this is a very important discussion, this is a very important sermon. So please collect them all, keep in your mind and try to cultivate within you. So in the end, we have to do meditation. So shall we stop now? So thank you very much for your listening. Shall we be ready to do meditation for our daily life? Please keep your legs properly touching the floor or with the crossed legs. And then with the upright posture comfortably, keeping hands together, right hand on the top of the left hand. Please check whether your breathing is comfortable or not. Everything is all right. Now we are going to do special kind of meditation to get mental relaxation for our daily life. For that, we train our mind to be in the now. For that, please repeat 2 formulas only mentally. I am here, my mind is with me. Please start. Continuously, no gap, without any stopping. Repeat them. I am here, my mind is with me. Dear friends, about 10 minutes we practice meditation to be in the now, without going to the past, without going to the future. We were at the present moment. And then we are free from worries. We are free from dreams. We are very comfortable. In this way, we should try our level best to be in the now in every moment. While taking your food, you should try to be in the now. While you are walking along the road, you should try to be in the now, thinking that I am walking. While driving your car, you should be in the now, thinking that I am driving. So on, if you cultivate to be in the now, it is very useful for your daily life. So this is the basic level of our meditation. Without this basic level, we cannot continue. That is why we must do it. And then, with this meditation, we are going to do meditation on universal love. So it is very meaningful. You are very familiar with it. Now shall we do meditation of universal love? For that, you please be ready with same posture. Close your eyes. Please be ready. What you have to do when I repeat all the formulas, you just follow the meaning behind them quietly. That's all. I repeat them one by one. You listen carefully and follow them. When we cultivate universal love, we should go from us first. That is the beginning. First of all to myself, then to my relatives, up to the universal level. Please be ready and listen. May I be healthy physically. May I be healthy mentally. May I be well and happy. May my father and mother, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, and all other relatives be healthy physically. May my father and mother, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, and all other relatives be healthy mentally. May my father and mother, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, and all other relatives be well and happy. May my spiritual friends, good friends and normal friends be healthy physically. May my spiritual friends, good friends and all other normal friends be healthy mentally. May my spiritual friends, good friends and all other normal friends be well and happy. If I have enemies, may they all be healthy physically. If I have enemies, may they all be healthy mentally. If I have enemies, may they all be well and happy. May all human beings and animals in this world be healthy physically. May all human beings and animals in this world be healthy mentally. May all human beings and animals in this world be well and happy. May all beings in this universe be healthy physically. May all beings in this universe be healthy mentally. May all beings in this universe be well and happy. May all beings in this universe be well and happy. May they all be well and happy. May they all be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your participation for this short meditation program.
Our deepest appreciations and highest thanks to Bhante for delivering an excellent talk and also for the meditation guidance know-how sessions. Any questions, brothers and sisters?
Bhante, I like to be more clarified from Bhante that is Sutta number 2, the second
Yes,
Sutta
second one.
of number 8.
Yeah.
I think that Bhante says that according to the Buddha, there is such thing as the person born as
Unlucky one.
unlucky one. I need that because
To explain more.
yeah, because it's very disturbing. I don't like it. Yeah, it.
That means this is the, yes, it is their karma. They come to this world with their own karma situation, difficulties. They create unnecessary problems to their own family, to their own village, to their own state, to their own country. Not only in the family, it is a headache even to the country. When somebody is born in a royal family, he creates unnecessary problems to the country. So, actually, it is somewhat ugly to see, but it is the truth. It happens even into a family, but we cannot avoid it. It is our karma. We have to face to it. That is a challenge. That is a challenge for what? To understand the nature of this life. For instance, unfortunately, to our family, somebody is born as a mentally retarded boy or girl. We cannot reject. We have to accept it. Having accepted, we have to face to the challenge. What is the challenge? This is the nature of this world system or samsaric journey, birth circle. We have to face to such situations. We cannot avoid it. Still, we should be strong enough to face to such situations. We can change, but sometimes some careless members of the family destroy fully the family, destroy the state completely. So we become bankrupt. So that is what Buddha mentioned. It happens. Buddha did not make anything. Buddha mentioned about the nature. It happens in the society. It is there in the society. It is the truth. So without mentioning about that truth, we cannot be quiet. It is the truth. Okay? You be comfortable. Yes. It is a problem for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, please tell me why it is a problem for you. You have any member in your family disturbing you? Then be comfortable.
No,
You don't have such a problem.
I am the problem.
Why you create unnecessary problems to family?
No.
Then what is the problem?
I don't agree.
You don't agree with it. It is not a problem to the country. If the prince in the palace is very troublesome, creating problems to the king. Then you don't agree with that?
But sometimes it can be the other person's problem.
What is that?
It can be the family problems. It can be X numbers of
Okay.
101 problems.
Right,
But how I blame on the child?
no, to that child, you should not blame. Buddha did not say blame. You should face to the challenge. It is the nature. Buddha mentioned about the nature. Buddha did not say about the person, especially paying attention to the child. Buddha said these are the truths.
But I can accept, Bhante, I can accept in one of the suttas where the for 7 generations the first child kills the king, you see, and at the end they change. I think it's what sutta is that?
The son killed the father.
Yeah.
There are
For
so many
seven
stories. Even during the Buddha's time, soon after Buddha's time, King Bimbisara
Yes, Bimbisara.
was killed by his own son.
Yes.
And again, King Dhatusena in Sri Lanka
Yes.
was killed by his own son.
Yes.
And likewise, so many incidents has happened. So these are the reasons to create unnecessary situation to the society. They create unnecessary situation.
Yeah,
So
that-
it is the karma of them. It is all right, but it happens in the world. Buddha mentioned that it happens in the world.
But then Bhante, for like people can make use of this part number 8 to simply accuse the child,
No,
the
cannot.
daughter or anything.
So they should not. Then it is a killing. They should not do it. They should know the Dhamma.
Yeah.
They should know the Dhamma. Having understood the Dhamma, they should follow their way. They cannot kill. We cannot kill anybody. We should not kill. We should protect everybody. It is not our teaching. Buddha did not say that I teach like that. No. Buddha said about the truth prevailing in the society. Buddha mentioned about the nature of the society. Buddha did not say you think that he is the unlucky man, unlucky person. Should not think like that. It is happening. So these are natural things in the society. Okay? You try to think again and again and realize, okay? Alright, very good, very good. We should ask such questions, and when we cannot come to a conclusion, we should ask again and again question. Very good. So that is the improvement of the Dhamma. Okay. Yes, any other question? Yes, please. Yeah, please. You can.
Yes, please come forward.
Good morning, Master. Good morning, everyone. I come from Sydney. Every year I come here for a few months, but this time I'm very happy. I got 1 year stay here, so I can come to listen to the Dhamma and to enjoy talking to everyone and sharing everything. I have no difficulties, I have no worry. My mind is very clear now, but I have an impression and good feeling about meditation, the lesson and meditation we all have received. That means when I listen to Dhamma and practice Dhamma and meditation, I am very comfortable now. I think we should concentrate on meditation, because with meditation practice, all worries are gone, and our mind become calm, serene, and happy, comfortable, very comfortable. So it's not that moment we listen to the Dhamma, but we practice Dhamma all the day. Even before eating, after eating, before sleeping, if we practice Dhamma from the morning until evening. Sleeping is a karma too. And with a calming mind, with a letting go everything in this world, we feel comfortable, and day per day we practice, and then we are close to Zen mind. Thank you.
This is all the lesson.
Thank you.
Okay. So our senior member of the Buddhist Society came from Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Wonderful, yes.
Any more questions, brothers and sisters? Brother Leslie.
Yeah, Bhante, it's very enlightening to be spiritually inclined now, and it's a sort of destiny, I believe, that we are inclined to it spiritually. But there are still many people around where people, they even say that they don't believe in things like God, or spiritually they don't believe. They are very busy with their job, their career, and so on. So, and even to the extent that people, they don't believe, that there's such thing, and they do, actually they don't believe it at all, and so on. So we feel that maybe they have not, the time has not been right yet for them to be spiritually involved. But I have come across people, even friends, relatives, they said, don't talk to me about this thing, I don't believe in this sort of thing. What is your comment? Will they affect them? They even say, I don't mind doing this sort of thing, but I don't believe. People say that only when I see it, then I believe it. But sometimes we have to think the other way around. You have to see it, though you don't see it, you have to believe it, you see. They don't believe it at all. They say that I can do all kinds of things, I can scold people, I can be angry, and they don't believe that life, there will be afterlife, what will happen to me. I live for the present moment. As long as I'm alive and I'm not died yet, I still carry on, things like that. What do you think of people like that?
Yes. Okay.
I'm quite curious.
It has a meaning,
I'm
yes.
quite curious. They are not scared of afterlife. They don't even believe that there's such things. If I die, I die lah. People talk about to me spiritually, what can happen to me when I'm gone. You see, they don't bother. They don't even think about this sort of thing. We know that it's very dangerous, but we cannot convince people like that. What's your comment on
Yes. Some kind of things we cannot see, we cannot experience by ourselves in this life. Though we cannot get that experience, still we have to believe it. Good example, we cannot believe tomorrow, but we have to believe tomorrow will be, because yesterday we had, so there will be tomorrow. But we have not seen it yet. Though we have not seen yet, we have to believe it, we have to accept it, we have to be waiting for tomorrow. So likewise, some kind of things we cannot see, though we cannot see, we have to believe. Very good example. In this universal system, there are many world systems, but we have not seen. In the past, nobody has heard about other planets. Nowadays, we know about so many planets. Those days we had not seen, but still educated, intelligent people, they believe that there may be, so we should find them out. So what we should do, if we cannot see them, we should try to see them. That is the thing. For that only we should study the Dhamma. We should practice the Dhamma. We should do meditation for that. Because we can develop our power of the mind. So without developing our power of the mind, we try to reject them all, what we have not seen. It is because of our laziness. But we cannot give them this opinion by force. They are lazy. We should try to encourage them to continue their journey as spiritual friends. But we don't know whether they will be with us or not. It depends. We are lucky. We do our practice perfectly. That much is enough. Be happy, please. Okay? And actually, when we have questions during the Dhamma session, we have to put questions and discuss and try to understand. So this is a very important opportunity we have. We give Dhamma talk about 1.5 hours. Then after 30 minutes to discuss, to put questions and realize. So don't be hesitate. Should not hesitate to ask questions, put questions. We should make clear everything. Okay? Yes, thank you very much. Yes. Okay, now this.
Before we share merits with the devas and our departed loved one, I have a few announcements to make. Upcoming talks and event on Friday, 21st of April.